Stop scrolling. Donald Trump just lost a massive emergency court battle, and what I'm about to show you will change everything you thought you knew about the next 72 hours. This just happened less than 11 hours ago. A federal appeals court confirmed that Trump's immunity claims have been rejected. Imagine this. Trump's legal team, already under pressure, just had a crucial lifeline yanked away. They filed an emergency appeal at 11 p.m. last night, praying for a stay. At 6:47 a.m., it was denied. They didn't even wait for oral arguments. This is the moment where everything shifts. The question now, how much longer can Trump hold on to control as the walls close in? This isn't just a court loss. This is the collapse of Trump's entire legal strategy. The D.C. Circuit Court didn't just reject his emergency appeal. They went nuclear. They issued a unanimous per curiam opinion, which means all three judges were in complete agreement. And their language? Explosive. They said, quote, former President Trump's alleged efforts to remain in power despite losing the 2020 election were unprecedented in our nation's history. Notice what they're really saying here. Trump's actions aren't just political anymore. They're outside the boundaries of presidential duties. This isn't just a bad ruling. It's a roadmap for prosecutors, a blueprint of exactly what charges can survive appeal and move forward. But here's the part nobody's saying out loud. The implications of this go way beyond a single court case. This is the beginning of a massive shift in the balance of power. And Trump, his options? They're shrinking fast. Now, let's talk about escalation. We've seen this play out before, but never on this scale. Back when Nixon resigned or Clinton faced impeachment, the stakes weren't this high. But now, Trump faces something far more dangerous: simultaneous criminal prosecution across multiple jurisdictions. And this isn't just one legal fight. This is a full-scale legal assault. Prosecutors in Washington, Georgia, Florida, and New York are all moving forward, hammering down on Trump with criminal charges. His immunity defenses are collapsing in real time. This is no longer a legal setback. This is the unraveling of his entire defense strategy. And the worst part, this is normalizing what should not be normal: a former president under criminal indictment running for office. This is a line that's never been crossed before, and it's happening right now in front of us. Here's the real kicker. This isn't just about legal battles anymore. Trump's team is starting to unravel. They've seen the witness list: Mike Pence, Mark Meadows, Cassidy Hutchinson, people with direct knowledge of what happened. And the documents, texts, emails, call logs, video footage from January 6th, all of it's there. They know they can't defend this. So what does Trump do? Nonstop rants on Truth Social, attacks on Judge Chutkan, claims of election interference, prosecutorial bias. He's doubling down with threats, saying his supporters won't stand for it. But then came the post that shocked everyone. If these witch hunts don't stop, our country will face problems the likes of which we've never seen. Trump, the former president, is now openly threatening civil unrest if he's prosecuted. And here's the thing. Those posts, they're not just wild rhetoric. They're witness intimidation. They're obstruction. And every single one of them is becoming evidence. Trump is self-destructing, and we're watching it unfold in real time. Now, take a moment and imagine what happens if this continues. The pressure is mounting fast. Washington, D.C. is already on high alert. Capitol Police are at elevated readiness. New security barriers are going up around the federal courthouse. Counter-protest groups are mobilizing. Law enforcement is coordinating across agencies. This isn't just another day in court. This is the calm before the storm. In 28 days, the D.C. Circuit will issue its full opinion. By then, Trump's legal team will be under even more pressure, and prosecutors will push for an immediate trial date. And all this, it's not speculation, it's procedure. The trial begins on March 4th. That's just 6 weeks away. In this high-stakes game, every tick of the clock brings us closer to a defining moment. Now, let's step back and look at the bigger picture. This isn't just about Trump. This affects everyone, everywhere. Imagine being one of the ordinary people watching all of this unfold. Voters, citizens who just want a sense of normalcy, a fair system. But this is chaos. The trial isn't just a courtroom drama. It's a real-world crisis. It's affecting people's lives, people who never thought they'd see a criminally indicted presidential candidate, let alone one running for office while facing trial. If this feels familiar to you, if you're starting to see the danger, drop a comment below, because what's happening now is far from theoretical. It's real, and it's coming for all of us. But here's where it gets even more unsettling. Beyond the chaos and the headlines, there's a mechanism at play, a system of power, leverage, and fear that's allowing this to happen. It's not just about Trump's actions, it's about the system that enables them. What's truly disturbing is how the political establishment is handling this. Lawmakers, legal scholars, even his former allies, everyone is watching, but no one is stepping in. The courts are moving forward because the system, the process, is relentless. It's a quiet, cold realization. Power structures exist to protect themselves. But right now, Trump's ability to control the narrative is crumbling. The very institutions he spent years attacking are now standing firm. And that's a threat to the system he thought would always shield him. This isn't just a legal case. It's the unraveling of the political norms that allowed a president to act with impunity. And once those norms break down, they don't come back. So what comes next? There are two paths forward, and neither is pretty for Trump. First, the trial moves forward as planned, and the evidence starts to pile up. We're talking about testimony from his closest allies, phone records, videos, emails, all exposed for the world to see. The truth becomes undeniable, but the second path is even more dangerous. What if the public backlash grows even fiercer? What if the pressure on Republicans to distance themselves becomes overwhelming? Either way, the clock is ticking. A conviction could come before the election, or we could see a political standoff, a constant battle to delay and distract. But one thing is certain, the next 28 days are going to shape everything. It's no longer just about Trump. It's about what happens to the entire political system as this unfolds. This is the moment everything changes. Donald Trump has spent his entire career convincing people that the rules don't apply to him, that he's above the law. But now, as the legal process moves forward, he's facing something more dangerous than any rally or social media post: the truth. What's happening now isn't just about one man. It's about the future of American democracy. The systems that were once thought untouchable are now on trial, and Trump's every move is just making it worse. Every delay tactic, every rant, every threat, it's all being documented. It's all being used against him. The real question is no longer whether he gets convicted. The question is, what version of American democracy survives when every single institutional safeguard has been stress tested? And trust me, this is just the beginning. The next 10 weeks will define everything. If you want to stay ahead of the narrative and understand what's really happening behind the scenes, hit that subscribe button. Join me, and I'll keep you updated with the real legal breakdowns and insider analysis. This story is moving faster than the media can keep up with. Don't be caught off guard when the next bombshell drops.